like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Richie James on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check your hot read. One.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Mariota to throw it. He hits his running back, Crosice. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First down, Buffalo.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front.
That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. One. I said it. Let's go. 49 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Yo.
To throw is Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
49 the mic. Watch 49. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 13. Check 13. 3. You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that. 1.
From the gun, Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Yeah, he'll find Hall. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, hold.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he's brought down. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to. But
and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Grace don't travel, Grace don't travel. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. One. 49. Check back.
Here's Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, Mariota. Complete. This is Lewis. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Touchdown, Titans. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Touchdown, defense.
Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Mike 5-4. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Middle.
On first down, Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock with you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. This is caught. He got 29 yards that time. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that's script. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check. 49. 3. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
On third down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Mike, ready? Record.
From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Patch it. Patch it.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Blue 18. 3. Hey, I'm coming. 58. Box try. 58 Mike. All day, baby.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you got to take care of the ball.
Towards the end zone for... That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
58, boy, 58, smoke. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 58, right?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they're going to go for it here on the fourth down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Whip. Three. Check three. One. Three. Delta.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Completes it to Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Motion. 49 to Mike.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Again, it's Mariota. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
One. Motion.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Where are they, keys?
Third down.
Mike's 49. I got you, son.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
Three.
Keep playing. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out. 22 jet bomber.
Allen now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That's going to be caught. It's a gain of 35. Now, that's two big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
That's the way. Hey, Zoo. 58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now it's the backup Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down.
Mike 59. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Hey, tight.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this one complete to Smith. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
You got nothing.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They will run with Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Singletary again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A 7-yard loss.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Mariota now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?